Hi, English 100 students. This is Dr. Williams. I'm. Hi, English 100 students. This is Dr. Williams. I'm coming to you with Week 12, Lesson 1. I decided to go back and redo the original Lesson 1 that I had for this week because what I had in mind I don't think is quite possible at this point because we've just had some things come up for various group mates. Some people have had some things come up and they can't turn in the drafts on time, and that's okay, it happens. Some of you guys have already posted your drafts, and some of you have even started responding already, so congrats to Jeremy because I think he's our first respondent. Some of you haven't turned in the drafts, and that gives me cause for concern. And that's part of why I decided to scrap the original lesson that I had in mind. And instead, what I'm going to do now is something a little different. Originally, I had in mind that you'd be able to look over each other's drafts maybe one last time, looking for some of those common errors that you read about in the Easy Writer for today. So things like missing commas and other issues that I had you guys focus in on. Because I'm worried about some of you guys getting those things done on time, and I'm worried about overburdening all of you, just in terms of work, because I know the paper's coming up due just later this week. For all those reasons, I'm going to ask that you just use the guide that you read for today in the Easy Writer as a sort of set of guidelines for your own final review before you submit the paper to me. So that's the only aspect of this lesson for this week. I want you to use what you read in the Easy Writer to go through your paper before you send it to me and make sure that it's free from the kinds of errors that are discussed in this section of the Easy Writer. Okay? So, that should be relatively easy to do, right? That's totally doable. Just going through and checking your commas and checking your verb tenses, things like that. Relatively easy to do. I just want to draw your attention again to the grammar revisions assignment. This is available on Blackboard under assignment prompts. You should already be working with your grammar revisions from the first paper. Remember that each grammar revision entry has these 4 parts, okay? And I provide an example of what a grammar revision would look like there below the explanation of what's required. Okay. Do not forget the due dates. You need to have sent me your first attempt with the grammar revisions no later than Thursday. In other words, the same day that you're supposed to be turning in the paper, I need to have already seen one attempt at your grammar revisions. Okay, so this is important. The grammar revisions are a high-stakes assignment. They're worth a lot of points in the semester. So take the time that I'm going to leave you with in this lesson to go ahead and get started. Remember, part of the objective of this course is to improve your grammatical skills. This is, research indicates, the #1 way to improve your grammar skills, actually working with the kinds of errors that you make. This is the way to overcome bad habits, patterns, and create a new base of knowledge. So you'll want to get started on this, right? So I try to have a 24-hour turnaround after you've emailed me the grammar revisions. Some of this will be impeded, however, if you send me the grammar revisions later today or tomorrow. I might not be able to get back to you in a timely fashion. And that's because I will be out of the office. I will be back in the office Thursday. So my apologies that I will be out on Wednesday the 3rd, but I will be back in Thursday the 4th. Do please reread the entire assignment prompt carefully for these grammar revisions. Read it carefully. One last recommendation I have for you. Before you turn in the final version of the formal essay, second formal essay that you're going to turn in to me this Thursday, the final draft, before you turn in that final draft of this essay on Thursday, reread the entire assignment prompt. This is probably the most crucial advice I can give to any students who are about to turn in a paper to me. Reread the assignment prompt, go back over the thesis building grid that you started with. Make sure you're meeting all of the assignment prompt's requirements before you submit this to me. Right? That's crucial. It really is. So, again, take your time with reading through the assignment prompt. Make sure you are responding to your group mates' drafts. And get started on the grammar revisions. You've got a lot to do, so I'll leave it here and let you guys get to work. Even though I will be out of the office, do not hesitate to contact me with any questions, issues, problems that you might have, okay?